Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why not a rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Bunch in the hoose, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Bunch. Penguins.
Yeah, I know.
You got lesbian penguins and gay, like as in two male penguins, yeah? Hello, Leigh. Wah, wah, wah. Would you like to be my mate for life? And that's it. They're just connected. I've got my thinking cap on. I'll wait there. Thinking cap on.
You know, I want this on. Right, you terrible. And I was like... Hi everyone, and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Bunch UK. Leigh, tell them what they have on the menu.
Hey Mo, Supremo, we have pulled pork and stuffing cobs, as they call it around here. I used to call them buns. Apparently it's not. It's a cob.
And how are my chips? Leigh's made them, like...
Quite big.
Look, this ain't doing it justice. But this is my
It's hard
face.
to see from there, really. Just how big they are.
There's a big chip.
Nice and thick, chunky. It's just how I like my chips. You're not going to get them crappy little chips, like the skinny things like they give you everywhere. Because that's no good. You want big chips. Couple of big potatoes. Chop them in like really thick. And then you're off to the races. How we diddling? Hit that thumbs up, guys, for anything else. Just do that and subscribe and comment below. Check out our other Instagram. No, our own Instagram, the only one we have. And our other channel, The Munchies Delight.
Absolutely, guys.
All details are in the description.
I have a little tiny
Sorry,
bit.
I'm...
No, it's alright.
You don't always have vinegar, do you?
I don't, but...
Sometimes you do, sometimes
I'll
you
have salt though, please.
do.
So what you guys been up to today?
Now we've got to be careful of the salt, and because people do like to say, you're going to kill yourself all that salt. What are you playing at?
What now?
No, nothing lately, but in the past, people have said, you're putting too much salt on your dinner. Now imagine if we come to your house and said, oi, you, no, stop using so much mayonnaise, it's bad for you. Wouldn't happen.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that one's yours, because you don't have butter, do you?
No.
Usually. Okay.
I never had butter.
It's not easy working this out. That one's got butter on. I should have checked this before I come in. That definitely has butter on. That definitely has butter on. So them two are yours, these two are mine.
Right.
How are we doing anyways? As I most said, we've just said goodbye to Aim's dad. Not literally, he's not died. It was his birthday. He's gone home now. He came round for the weekend.
Yeah, we did.
I want to keep mine there because you've got yours off camera. All right.
He had a really lovely birthday. And thank you guys, because thank you to wishing us, my dad, a happy birthday. We really, really appreciate that. He really, really liked it as well. He gets a bit embarrassed though. Oh, I'm having the salt again. Look, I'm not going to not put salt on because people like us salt.
We tried to get Aim's dad, Steve, to go live last night with us. He weren't interested at all.
My mum did. My mum came on the live. Do you remember, guys?
I think they remember. I'm surprised we do. We were pretty pissed at the time.
She had a martini and she was a little bit...
No, it was a late one because we was like, okay, we'll wait for Aim's dad to go to bed. Then we'll go live. And it seemed like he weren't going to go to bed. Time was ticking on. It was like 12:30. We showed him all our vlogs from the holiday and stuff. And he still weren't going. And he was flip that over, please, man. Sorry. He wasn't interested in going. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to get ready in front of him, like my makeup and stuff.
I told him he could stay.
Then we said, alright, because they were going live. And he's like, what does that mean? I said, well, we're going to be on YouTube. You're not showing me cock, like he says to him. And he actually moved seats to another side of the room so he wouldn't be on the camera. And even then he couldn't handle it. He went to bed. We had a good time there.
You are having none of it. Not any of it.
Now,
Right, I'm just trying to put on a bit of crunch file. Give us a bit of light in the background.
guys, I have some stuff to talk about in a minute, but I just want to quickly go into something here. I love... What's stopping?
The cow just spat back at me through the straw.
Dirty Coke. You know, I have a thing about penguins.
What you mean, like the animals or the chocolate?
Oh yeah, I've never had a penguin in ages, you know. Remember when you were a kid and you used to read the joke on the back?
I like penguins.
Yeah, they are. So it's like something you never really think about buying when you go to the shop.
Do you remember wagon wheels? But they just went small in size.
No, I weren't of them.
Didn't you? I thought you knew that.
No, I've had like 4 in my whole life.
Oh.
And that's 3 too many. But I was a big fan of penguins, and today I found out they're really not very nice to each other. In Holland, at a zoo in Holland, Holland, there's actually gay penguins.
Yeah, I know.
You got lesbian penguins and gay, like as in 2 male penguins, yeah? These 2 male penguins last year, at this zoo, they went over and stole a nest off of a heterosexual couple.
What, you were just discussing penguins?
Trust me, this is true. I read about these.
So what you said, heterosexual couple penguins?
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
Penguins, they make a mate, like as in, me and Emma are a penguin, like, wah, wah, wah. And we meet up together, like in the zoo or on the ice, whatever. And we're like, hello, Amy. Hello, Leigh. Wah, wah, wah. Would you like to be my mate for life? And that's it. They're just connected. They never leave each other. They set up an home. In the zoo, these couples of penguins will set up a home together.
That's cool.
Yeah, they'll decorate. They'll get to see 30-inch TV and all that stuff. It's true. They have proper homes and stuff, these penguins. But these 2 gay penguins were nicked a nest, like a home, off of 2 straight penguins. When the 2 straight penguins come back from Morrison's, like, who's moved into my home? It was the 2 gay penguins. I was like, no, move on, sister. We're moving in. This year, because they only mate like twice a year, you know, they don't really do much more than that. They sleep, eat, hunt, play a bit of football, slide around, and mate twice a year. But this year, guess what they've done? I am the 2 gay penguins.
Have they had an extension on their house?
Lots of new windows put in. No, these 2 gay penguins this year have gone and nabbed an actual egg off of 2 lesbian penguins. So they don't know how this works yet, because they have actually spotted same-sex penguins having sex with each other. Well, I ain't making this up, it's true. 2 gay penguins, they're not just like, oh, we're confused, we'll be together and just be best mates. No, they actually have sex as male penguins. And these 2 female penguins, I don't know what the hell they do, but apparently they were together as a couple. I'm not even making it up, it's the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
So, these 2 male penguins, because they obviously couldn't produce an egg, because they're 2 males, went along, and they couldn't afford IVF this year, so they went along to these 2 female penguins' home, whilst the women were down getting their hair done or something or other, and they moved in and nicked their egg.
That's not acceptable.
They stole an egg.
That's not nice.
No, and now Pete, who's one of the male penguins, and Percy, who's the other one, Pete sits on, Percy goes out and does the shopping and does a bit of gardening, and when Percy comes back, Pete goes out and gets a bit of shopping and goes for a swim. But in the end, the moral of the story is you should not nick someone else's egg, because it did not hatch.
Oh no.
No, because the female wasn't there to the baby inside. Was like, oh, where's my mummy gone? And
it didn't hatch. I
don't know. It was terrible. But I can't get why they watch this stuff. You know, like Richard Attenborough or
we can't do
David Attenborough. Sorry.
We can't watch them animal programs.
No, we can't watch them. But I don't know how they watch it. You know, the people who film it and stuff. Because David Attenborough isn't actually there half the time. He's sort of in a nice hotel somewhere. And then he just does the narrating these days.
He just got over.
I know, but he's like very old now. He's just finally, you know, got his own Instagram, I think it is. Instagram or Twitter, one or the other. He's just signed up to it. Like in the last couple of days. But yeah. I couldn't sit there and watch like an animal being hurt by another animal. And these people watch
you know,
it.
it's a circle of life and you've got this defenceless little deer about to be eaten by a lion.
Yeah, there was one, like one of these Arctic ones. And it was like a polar bear hunting for food, and they can track you for miles. And it got away. The polar bear was left just starving. If they don't eat within a few days, they die.
Yeah, I would have gone.
And they watch it for days and days, just watching it suffer. I'm like, I couldn't do that.
No, but you can't mess with nature, can you, apparently?
No.
I would have. I would have bought it some fish and gone out and threw it.
Yeah. and then run away really quick.
No, I wouldn't have run. I'd got a motorbike.
On the
snowmobile.
You know what I've heard the last couple of days? Like, you wouldn't have heard, should have been out in a day or two. These, I think we must be the two same lads. Me and your dad just come back from the vets the other day. Your dad was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, what's that, Steve? I missed it. They went past that quick. But they got push bikes and they put some sort of motor on them. So it literally sounds like there's a motorbike going past you. I'm like, well, there's a motorbike. It's a bloody 2 kids on push bikes. It's a new gimmick they got or something or other.
These just sound nice.
Mm.
Do you like pulled pork, everybody?
I thought you was asking me, so I bloody made it, of course I do.
We have a shop down by us where we get these sandwiches from, don't we?
Yeah.
It's actually a butcher's, I think.
Butchers have this sort of thing going on, don't they?
Yeah.
But I went years without ever eating one. I was like, I don't want meat. I'm not a massive meat sandwich fan. I was like, I'm not having one. Now I refuse to have one.
I was like, you got to try one.
No, it weren't you. It was our old so-called friends. We went out with them one day. Or I went out with the bloke to the bank. He gave us a lift to put some money in the bank. And he was getting one for his lot. And I was like, oh, God, I'll get one then and try. And I was like, whoa. And then literally every day after that, for about a week, I went back and got another one. It's so good.
You do things to the extreme.
Yeah. Well, we was going to set up our own pork sandwich van at one point, but that didn't happen.
So anyway, moving swiftly on. No?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you went, as in, no. I was thinking, oh.
I've got back to it.
I was saying before, like, to Leigh, what's your guys' perfect day? Like, not just a Sunday, because I was just going to base it on a Sunday, but what is your guys' perfect day? What is your dream day? Nothing crazy like, oh, I'll spend £1 million £1 but like, what is your favourite thing to do? So, years ago, I've been saying now, especially due to COVID, I feel sorry for the younger generation who can't experience, like, going clubbing, enjoying holidays together, you know, like friend holidays. And I was thinking years ago, my perfect day was like, oh my God, get back from work, Friday night, out, Saturday night, out. Like, that was I loved it so much. I loved, oh, what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Now, as I've got older, my perfect day is like when we went to Wales and it was in that cottage and there was just nobody around and it was quiet and peaceful and literally you felt at ease and there was a thing. So I like the idea of just being somewhere, getting up in a place where it's so tranquil and really nice and you can just be at peace, you know what I mean, be at peace. How you change so much when you get older. Like, I think it'd be great to get up, just to have some nice breakfast, look outside, read a book, watch a good film. Cozying up together, watching a film and getting a Chinese is my perfect kind of night and day now. What about you, Leigh? What was yours? Like, taking it back and then current.
Okay, so these days, on a weekend anyway, because that's when we usually, or generally record, because one of us or both of us are normally sorting out food if we're not ordering takeaway, we don't get our Sunday fun days no more. And I don't know if anyone else calls that. We used to call it a Sunday fun day. When me and Aim met up, this is how we rolled. Aim would come to mine on a Friday evening, about 7 o'clock. I'd finish work at 10. Rush home. Spend the evening with Aim.
I miss it so much.
Yeah, we'd spend the evening together, like for a couple of hours before we fell asleep. I'd have a drink. Saturday morning, lazy, you know, just chill.
Oh no, Saturday morning was the day that we did our things. We got some jobs done. We sort of went shopping.
Went down the beach if it was a nice day.
And if, like, because his mum was always involved in our relationship, that's perfectly fine. And we used to go out all together, didn't we? Yeah. And that'd be the night that we. I think we had a takeaway on the Friday and went out on the Saturday, things like that.
It all depended. Sometimes we'd go out on a Saturday, not all the time. Sometimes we'd stay in and have drinks.
We would eat normal on a Friday, your mum would cook. We'd have a takeaway on a Saturday. Yeah. And then sometimes we'd go out on a Sunday night.
And then on a Monday I had to get to work some weeks, but some weeks I was like, I ain't going in, because I don't want to miss home. But I'd drop her at the train station before I went to work. I'd be in for about 2, and I'd get there for about 12. On a Sunday, it was just easy day. Someone would sometimes make a Sunday dinner, or would go out in the night time to like a small pub, like a local pub. It was just weren't actually days. It was like whole weekends. That's what I miss, but we don't get a chance to Sunday fun day now because one of us or both is usually making food for a video on a Sunday.
And not only that, look.
Sorry guys, Coke's gassed me up big time. I think they've added something to it.
I was sitting there just like thinking, God.
Really gassy.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, you know, like what is your perfect kind of day? We used to have some great times, so there was no sort of worry back then. We'd go down. So on a Saturday was probably my favourite day. Sunday fun day is more here for me that I've experienced with Leigh.
We'd literally spend money on so much waffle now. Like these days,
we work to buy shit.
Yeah, but as responsible adults these days, we could not say, okay, like do just on a random day, let's go out and spend £100 on an inflatable pool, which won't ever work because we filled it and it just went down the same day.
Got a puncture before we'd even use it.
Let's go and buy an £80 barbecue all I've used once. Let's set fire to your mum's bin. You know, it was just stupidness that we could get away with because we was 21. And it's acceptable when you're 21. When you're 35, what should we do? We've got a couple £100 spare. Let's do something with here. You know, let's go out for a meal as a family. And you weren't thinking like when you're kids, you thinking like, let's get takeout, let's get some drinks, or let's go to the pub and then Sunday we'll just sleep it off. Or
and
Sunday we'll go to the pub. Yeah. Or me and I will go to the pool on the Sunday as well.
A rotationary joke.
Joke?
It's joke, rather.
But the worst part is, guys, forgetting that part, like Aim said, what do I like about Sunday? So I hate this. It's gotten darker. They're stealing our days away. I mean, Christ, this whole let's move the clocks forward an hour. I don't need to. I'm happy with the time it was yesterday. Right now, it should be 5:10. It's 6:10. It's dark. It doesn't help us out in the slightest with our videos.
It should be 6:10. It's now 10 past.
It's not. It's now 6:10. It should be 5:10.
It should be 7:10.
The clocks went forward, Aim.
No, they didn't. They went backwards. So we got an extra hour.
Aim, but they went forward.
No, they didn't. We've got an extra hour. They went
then
backwards.
It'd be lighter now, Aim. Right now.
Then it went backwards. That's why it's supposed to be 7:10. It's actually 6:10. We went
then it'd
back.
be light, Aim. So therefore,
it goes darker earlier now.
Go figure out. That ain't right.
Leigh, we've gained an hour.
Yes, but that's why it's got darker, Aim. Because
press pause. I'm gonna have to check this out. Oh no, I'm not.
No, you're not, Aim. Because we was on the live last night and it was like 1 in the morning. All of a sudden it was 2 in the morning.
No, it was 2 in the morning. The clocks went back and then it was 1.
Okay, well either way, I want to continue talking, guys, because I know full well it's darker now because it's lighter than it was this time yesterday.
No.
Yesterday it weren't the start till about 7:30, Aim. You know it's 6:10.
When do the clocks go back? Sunday the 25th of October.
Right. Ended.
It's no.
Yes, Aim. The clocks went forward yesterday.
The clocks always go back on the last Sunday in October and go all week forward on the last Sunday in March. That's why it's lighter in the summer and darker in the... See,
I'm too confused. If you're right, I'm sorry, but I'm confused by all this.
If it was yesterday, it should have been 7:15, right? They went back, so it's now 6:15.
Where's my hour gone?
We've gained an hour. It's gone back. So it should be 7:15.
But I didn't get anything done in that hour. I was sitting here 1 minute and then it's an hour later.
Not bad right now, Leigh.
It's so unfair.
It's unfair. The fact that you told me I was an idiot.
I just apologise to you and you're correct. I am wrong, apparently. But I am wrong. I admit it now. But if you're in work and you lose an hour, do you get paid for it? I was sitting here last night and then all of a sudden it's an hour later. I'm like,
you've gained
where's
an
my
hour
gone? Where's
You've
it gone?
gained it. That's why on the live last night at 2 o'clock.
I felt knackered.
No, at 2 o'clock when we was on the live, it was actually 1 o'clock and that's why we was able to stay on, and really it was 3, but actually it was 2.
Oh, why? I'm not impressed with the government or the Pope or whoever decided that we should do this. It's not really fair, in my opinion.
It's not like they do it all over the world. It's like the summer solstice.
Yeah, but I think it should,
ending of that, and then it was something to do years ago with the farmers and stuff and the lights and...
What to do with the aliens as well? I think we should go back to the old school rules, guys. It's 1 a.m, then it's 2 a.m, then 3 a.m, 4 a.m, and just keep it going like that forever.
There are people who wanted that.
And no need at all to confuse a poor sod like me. It's unacceptable.
You do get it, don't you?
Yeah, I get it now. But I'm sitting there thinking, wow, that's why it's so bloody dark, because we've gone forward an hour. You know, so we've gone back an hour. Now I'm still confused as to why it's so sodding dark.
Because it's always been this dark at this time, but because we went back an hour, it's got darker earlier. Right, if an hour ago, yes, it's meant to be 7:15 now, right?
Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah.
Yesterday...
I've got my thinking cap on. I'm going to work there. Thinking cap on.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right.
Right.
So...
Okay.
Are you listening, Leigh?
Yeah.
Listen, concentrate. So, if it was 6:15... Let me see what the damn time is.
It's 6:15.
Let's just say 20 past. It's 6:20 now.
No, it's not. It's 15.
Let's just say, it's 16 minutes past. They just shut up.
So it's near 15 then, but go on.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it was 7:15.
Yeah.
So therefore, it probably got dark round about 5 o'clock yesterday, didn't it? Something like that. About 5:30.
Not slightly dark, not proper dark.
Yeah. So imagine so it's gone dark from about 5:30. That's about it. So if we go back an hour, it gets darker earlier because it's meant to be an hour later.
Got you.
When it goes dark.
Yeah.
So really, it's going to go dark now about... I said about 5:30. It's going to go dark about 4:30 now because it's gone back an hour. So therefore, it goes darker in the frigging winter, Leigh, and lighter in the summer because you go forward an hour.
Yeah, got you.
That's why it stays light till like 10 o'clock.
What a bunch of arseholes making this decision now. I swear down, I reckon a lot of people...
A lot of work and effort went into explaining that to you.
Well done,
what are you doing
There's
exactly?
a bit of salt there, I was just
I think
using
you're
it.
just trying to hit my thing.
No.
Just sit there again.
Bumper cars with chips. No, so therefore, like, I reckon a lot of people have lost relationships and like jobs and stuff due to this whole hour thing. Because, like, if I said to you, hey, Mo, do you want to go for a date? I'll meet you at 2 a.m. outside the spa.
No, because most people just have got common sense.
But I wouldn't have known it. If I lived on my own and I was going on a date with you, I met you on Plenty of Fish.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that.
I really would not have known about it. Because it's not like there's an advert on the TV that says, don't forget to put your clocks forward.
No, because we have phones that automatically do it anyway.
But if you've got an old phone, some people have drug dealer phones. They don't have the good phones. And I'd be like, hey, do you want to go for a date at 2 a.m? Like, we'll go and raid the bins behind Tesco and get some free food.
So when is it then you discovered this? Because I know you was educated about this when you was a kid like everybody else.
I think I was probably busy watching the football.
You're making out like you really didn't know about it. Of course you did.
I was
Stop
confused.
being an idiot.
I thought the clocks went back.
Okay.
Forward. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Talking about Wales. There's this bloke in Wales. At the minute in the UK, I don't understand the reasoning, and your dad was telling me last night about this. Certain shops have been told they're not allowed to sell like homeware and clothing.
Is that just there, or is it
No,
here
in
as well?
tier 3 places.
Because I noticed it up north.
Yeah, in tier 3 places. So
They see it as non-essential.
Yeah.
Did you see what that lad did? Wow.
That's what I'm about to tell you, I'm guessing. So do you want to be quiet a second? If it's the same story I'm about to tell these lovely people.
My dad told you.
No, I didn't. You don't tell me.
Did you watch the video?
No, I've read about it today.
Oh, I watched it.
Are we on about the same thing?
He went round and ripped everything off.
Oh, no, different story. You can tell that one now in a second if you want. I'll just tell it now.
So, there was this lad on Facebook. Side lad, he was grandma. And just went in there and he was like, fuck this. And he ripped all the bloody plastic off the couch for the kids and everything. He was like, you don't see children's clothes as essential? What about if people can't shop online and haven't got Wi-Fi? Where they're meant to get the coats and school, school tights from, winter clothes. There might not be what they want online. And I thought, well, you know what? He's got a point. I think it's stupid.
It's a load of waffle, really, isn't it? And you're in the respect of, like, you can go to the shop and buy your cigarettes.
I'll tell you what's a
and your
joke.
alcohol.
So,
can't go buy a kettle.
I want to use these as an example. You got oil 1 there and oil 2 there.
I've got them compasses that they used to draw maps.
You can go down that oil, but that oil you're going to get COVID.
Yeah. That's the point. So you can go and buy your crumpets, like you said, and cigarettes and alcohol, which is non-essential, really, ain't it? You don't actually need. We like it, but you don't need it in your life unless you're an alcoholic. But you can't go and buy a kettle. You can go and buy the coffee. You can't buy the kettle to make it. You can go and buy your milk. You can't buy the kettle to make your tea.
I just think it's really sad because, like my dad, my mum does Hello.
Hello.
My dad makes my mum order everything off Amazon. Like, literally, my dad wouldn't have a clue how to work Amazon. You know. But what would he do then? You know, and obviously try and learn, I guess. But what would somebody in the circumstances do if they do not use the internet or can't afford Wi-Fi, you know, broadband, whatever?
My granddad don't have Wi-Fi.
I mean, your granddad is the type who'll go to town on the bus and he'll go buy something.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're
Can't walk
telling
that
me...
well, it still goes.
You're telling me... What gets me is, but you can go into Argos and buy the same damn thing, but you can go next door to our Asda...
You can't buy it.
You can't buy it, but you can go back out and go to bloody... Argos. What's the damn difference? What if you've been in Argos and you take your kettle into Asda?
Well, then you bought it in there, dickhead.
I just said, hey, you... I've just been next door and I bought a kettle, but I can't buy one in here. I don't get it. I just don't.
You know, this bloke has kicked off about it. As I was saying, in Wales, he protested. Not protested. He just protested. And what he did is, like, non-essential items. You can't go in and buy clothes in a Tesco, this was. So there's one where there's, like, a big escalator to get sort of from one end to the other. So in a huge Tesco. You know, like getting airports and train stations, them escalators. Which sort of, for the lazy people, really, ain't they? You stand on it just to get from A to B. Even though Susan over there who's doing it could actually get up and move, which can't be arsed. She wants to sit on her wheelie suitcase and let the escalator take her across. Anyways.
Them things scare me when you're on them. I feel out of control.
I quite enjoy them. But he basically protested again in Tesco. He went and did his shopping. He accepted he couldn't buy non-essential items. He went in for just food, groceries and stuff. He went in his boxer shorts. He had no clothes on apart from his boxers.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And it was his way of protest. Say, look, non-essential. So but if clothes are essential, I don't essentially need to wear them in your shop. I won't have the balls to do it around here. Christ on a bike. Walking into my local shops. Starkers apart from a pair of boxers.
Mind you, they do round here. They're going in all sorts.
Oh, bloody hell. The women are in nightmare, their pyjamas. Fair enough.
So nice, but them chips have just killed it for me.
Good, look at that. Way.
I mean, stop! Put it to your can.
What do you
So that's, you know, we all know karaoke's the same size. Guys, that goes to show how big these chips are.
Yeah.
These are the kind of chips that you used to have where you work, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they're probably bigger than
this. In the hotel. My God, I was like, Leigh was like, why do you see the chips of what?
I used to brag about these chips all the time. These are amazing. They should have cost like £4 a bowl because I worked like in the conference centre. So yeah, get a discount. I'm not saying now to a couple more chips.
So he made me just cut out a certain bit, but okay, I will do. Because
I was being a prat basically last night. And
he said a few things, but I'll tell you some other things he said. But like, no, I want this on. You aren't the blooming one who does the editing then, let's say that much. You know, I want this on. Rather you are terrible. And I was like, really? You really want to do this, do you?
But then, like 20 minutes later, I was in bed with Emma, making her feel better because
I had a nosebleed.
She had a nosebleed. She freaked out because she has health anxiety, and she was in a state. But the point is, that sort of matches your jacket, so I sort of brought it in.
Yeah.
Stick it with your sleeve.
No, thanks. I don't want
Anyways, I started toilet karaoke, guys, and I was bopping around the bathroom, waiting for my bath to run, yesterday morning to sober up, and I was loving Hey Jude, I was na 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 na, proper loud, and then I nearly got to talk. I thought, I know what'll be fun, because I want to send it in WhatsApp, in our WhatsApp group, I'm going to do toilet karaoke. So I post it on Instagram on our stories, and each week I'm going to do a new toilet karaoke for you all. So come over to Instagram, check us out. Toilet karaoke,
I'm actually dreading it now, going live with him.
Yeah.
You.
I'm going to be on my best behaviour tonight because I've got to get up tomorrow and you got to go and get your hair sorted, so... Anyways, take it away, Emma.
You've not really done my head in. Like, I've got to go for a patch test. I've been dyeing my hair for ages and I get that there's allergies and everything and that, but it's just a bit of a drag, isn't it? That, like, going for a patch test, leave it on for 48 hours, then... go back to the hairdresser. Where are the days where you could just say, all right, love, can you book me in for Tuesday? And you just go and that was it.
Because now they're so more sensible, line.
It wasn't to do with COVID, this thing going around.
No,
it's to do with, obviously, the... Got my highlight.
Well, there's the girl we heard about years ago. She was in our area, and she'd gone down to one of our local hair salons or whatever. And it was a new girl, I think, working there. Or the girl got distracted and put something on her head, like the tinfoil look. And when she come to take it off,
her hair fell off.
all her hair fell off.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, that's horrible. For a bloke, it's not too bad if you don't mind having short hair, but for a woman, bloody hell.
I have got one quick, small something to say.
Go on then.
So, I was telling Leigh the other day, and I'm going to do this new series on here. I have teamed up with, I'm joking, about footing and fielding on ghosts. What's it called?
I don't know, I didn't used to watch it.
This mouse haunting,
yeah,
that's it. No, only joking. Now, basically, I want to do this sort of paranormal series. And what it is, I've checked out this website that gives you real strange encounters that happen in hospitals.
Do you mind? You just flick some stuffing off the end of the table.
Oh, sorry. Like hospital settings, in ambulances, really creepy stuff. So I went in and I'll just tell you one quick story. So basically, this woman, and I think she must have been, I want to say 53. I can't remember if it's 43 or 53. But the family called the paramedics anyway, and they went into her in her home. Discovered that she'd had some sort of brain bleed, stroke, but it was really bad. Blue lighted her to hospital in America. Got to the hospital, and so they did some work on her as they do. You try your best, don't you, to I think you put some of the dissolving stuff in the arteries so you can hopefully, or veins to dissolve the blockage. Anyway, it's too late. They said, I'm sorry. Your mum, your sister, whatever, her brain is filled with fluid. That's it. She was lying there 45 minutes. One of the doctors actually said, when he told this story, the body was decaying that fast, the smell was terrible after 45 minutes. And then she wakes up, she sits up, shouts out her family. The doctors rushed and worked on her to try and help her out. They cleaned her up and everything. She just said, I love you and goodbye, and died again like that. I was like, what the actual hell? But you find that, don't you? That there have been people who have been buried and they've woke up, or they've actually woke up in the fridges, you know, where they put you, because of one thing and another.
Yeah,
I'm just
cold.
Yeah.
Woke me up as
Could
well.
you imagine that though? In a body bag, or on a freezer tray, in the fridge, in the mortuary, or just there but you know you're going to die, and she just woke up anyway, and she's like, good, bye, and that, and I was like, 45 minutes, her brain was filled with blood, and that's what happened. So I'm going to start this series, now and again, of telling you guys these creepy paranormal stories.
We'll call it Ames Creepy Paranormal Story Corner.
Paranormal Corner with Aim. Paranormal Corner with Aim. Try and say that.
Paranormal Corner with Aim. I can't aim.
I
Just
can't.
you.
I can't say Harry Redknapp.
Yes, what?
Harry Redknapp.
There you go then. That was pretty good.
Say it, you say so, then I'm on
Harry
about.
Redknapp.
Yeah, Harry.
Right, we do have to go, guys. I've got to walk the dog.
Have you?
Yeah, I want to go and walk our dog.
I thought you meant the other one then.
No.
What is it? Max has
No,
what?
that's the indoors. I'm going to give him a walk now.
Okay then, guys. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as we have. These were absolutely TikTok what?
Boom!
Yeah, there was. Really nice. Much better than burgers and all that business. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, and we have as much as we have. And we're going to have a really nice evening. So come and join us on our live.
There's no point saying that.
Next weekend.
Yeah, catch us on a live, guys. We're on that.
Oh, definitely next weekend, guys. Yeah. Anyway, love you lots, and remember to be kind, remember to be nice. Wave your flag, comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And that's about it.
That's about it. Laters, everyone.
Okay.